Aaron Loins. Just a question for a Taco Tuesday show. I'm setting up a 2010 KTM 200 for a
Logan,
new
get a little
rider.
closer to the mic.
5'7", 130 pounds, stand-up rider. I found this bike. I am setting up a 2010 200. Nope. To be quite tall. I have a 2-inch lowering kit from WP.
Is the mic turned on? That'll help. You know what? Turn that switch on top.
That? Yeah.
Now he needs to turn. Now we need to bring it back
Yay!
down. Okay.
Bingo.
There we go. Okay.
That's why I get
There we
paid
go.
the big bucks. Turn that switch on.
I am.
You need to come in for sound check.
Take
You
a
need-
little
you-
of that puberty effect out of there, Jimmy.
Oh,
Dial that back a little, would you?
Hold on. Does that mean? Go ahead and give it a shot, Logan.
lowering kit from WP, and I am debating installing it. Do you think that this is a good idea to install? Given the lack of e-start, I installed it. Recluse, CX, auto clutch, and FMF gnarly pipe to help prevent unwanted stalls. What do you think of this setup and for a new rider? Thanks.
Okay. This is George. You want to answer the thing about the lowering kit?
Yeah, so I've got like a 27-inch on a good day inseam, not counting that things happen to men that get lower over time. But anyway, I've lowered some bikes and I've done some stuff like that, but after getting some tutelage from Jimmy in the class and everything and coming along, I've just left them all stock and I've learned to ride with them. You just got to scooch off the side a little to touch the ground every now and then. Yeah, I do park. There are some definitely things that I'm limited, you know. It's a little harder to wheel loft over an obstacle or something because I just don't have the footing, you know, to get my body where it needs to be on the ground.
But
reach the levers and stuff. But I would leave it. I would learn to ride it. Its stock configuration.
My go-to is like, okay, let's just in the grand scheme of things, how much time are you going to spend riding with your feet on the ground versus riding with your feet on the foot pegs? And
Right.
for me, the most important thing is for most riding, we're not talking about extreme enduro riding and just regular trail riding and stuff. We're talking about just normal bike. Seat to foot peg is way more important than seat to ground. And when you start going to these like lowered seats, I see a lot of guys do. They shrink up there. But then so everybody goes, okay, and now I'm going to lower the bike. I'm going to lower the whole bike. Now you're jacking with the handling. So I'm not at this point. It's not just guy. It's going to make me a little more cramped up on the motorcycle. Now it's going to make the motorcycle start handling funny or funky or horrible.
Then you're giving up suspension travel where it might be
Nice
and
generally,
flush.
generally they have to soften the suspension up quite a bit to make it work at that lowered thing, and then you lose some of the stroke, so it gets too soft, and then it tends to blow through the stroke, or it packs down. They make it soft, and then it packs down into the stiffer part of the stroke and gets harsh. So there's a reason why the manufacturers understand this. They struggle to give a bike a lower seat height, but they don't want to lose this level of performance. Remember did you tell Logan about how to put the ping on the thing to the spot that Trevor has to download?
Use your words, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm thinking two things right now. Did you get this assignment today?
Oh no, the chapters? No, I was going to do that just because it's easier for me to do it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no, I know.
So you can
I know
add
what
it.
I
You
was
can
asking
add it out about the last 20 seconds, or Trevor, when you're watching this, you can. But anyways, edit out that 20 seconds. But I'm telling you why the lowering thing, what the disadvantages of the lowering are, because some people just go straight to it, but generally those riders don't really understand what happens. So if you have the opportunity before you lower your bike to go ride a normal bike and then ride a lowered bike to actually test the two different things so you can feel them, sometimes, especially when we're talking about the lower skill levels, the more novice riders, that lower, longer bike actually presents itself at being a little bit more stable, and they feel heavier, which is stability. It gives it a stability feeling, and there are some advantages to it too. So, but if you want like a sportier, more performance or a bike that actually handles properly, you don't really want it lowered, because I've never.
And I think it depends on your use and ability. You know, if you just, the important thing is you're on the bike, you're riding, and you're comfortable. And if being a little lower to the ground is what your comfort factor is for now, fine, lower it a little to the ground, and then, but I wouldn't just say I'm stuck here. I'd try and get to the point where, you can maybe
you
raise
start-
it back more to its stock, engineered ride height and such.
And so like when I was talking about the seat being cut down versus not cutting the seat down and lowering the suspension and stuff, then you start thinking about how much time am I actually needing to put my feet on the ground, and why is it so important? And then when you just learn there's a little technique where you can actually take your butt off the side of the seat and get a feet on the ground, like you talked about right when we started this, it makes a big difference. And something it's a go-to.